Okay, now let us discuss ideal and non-ideal solutions. Okay, already we discussed in the case of Raoult's law. We already came across Raoult's law in liquid solution. Means what? Solute is a liquid and solvent also liquid. That is called as what? Liquid solution. So on the basis of here Raoult's law, okay, so liquid solution can be classified into what? Ideal solution, non-ideal solutions. Okay, what is the ideal solution, non-ideal solution? We will go for detail. So here based on what? Raoult's law. Okay, based on Raoult's law, which solution we are going to here? Ideal solution, non-ideal solution means they are what? Liquid solution means solute also liquid, solvent also liquid. Okay, we should be very careful. We are discussing sometimes solute as a solid, sometimes as a liquid. So here Raoult's law for what? Liquid solution. Okay, so here we have ideal, non-ideal solution. Again in non-ideal solution we have non-ideal solution showing positive deviation from Raoult's law. Okay, another type is what? Non-ideal solution showing negative deviation from Raoult's law. Okay, what is that? Again we will discuss detail. Now first let us discuss what is ideal solution means what. Okay, already we came across ideal gas. Okay, means ideal gas means what? Already in the states of matter we discussed, which obey all the laws at all temperature pressure. Okay, like here like that also here we have the ideal solutions means what? The solution which obey Raoult's law here. Okay, Raoult's law over the entire range of concentration are known as ideal solution. Means what? Entire range of concentration means what? For example, you have the solute and solvent. Okay, so solute solvent if you take here. Okay, for example, solute, we have the solute. Okay, we have the solvent. Okay, for example, I have 100,000 or 1000 ml of solvent I have. Okay, for this I am going to add 1 ml of one solute. Okay, whatever that maybe you're taking, for example, whatever that you're taking some solute. Okay, second time you are going to add a 2 ml, like that 3 ml. So like that you are going on adding the changing the what? Solute amount. Okay, so what happened once you add the solute, then definitely there is a variation in the concentration. Okay, so whatever you going to add concentration, whatever that may be, in the entire range of concentration, if the solution following the Raoult's law, that type of solutions called as a what? Ideal solutions. Okay, now let us see here. Ideal solutions, a solution composed of two components A and B will be ideal one if the forces between A, B and B should be same. What is the meaning of that one? Already we discussed, we are talking about the binary components. Means we have only two types of components. Okay, so I am taking the component 1. Okay, I am assuming this as a what? A component A, this is a component B. So once the component A means, you know very well, we have the some interactions. Okay, A having the AA interaction and B component B having the BB interaction. Okay, once you mix together, okay, you are going to make the solution. So what happened here? We are going to develop some new interaction, that's AB. Okay, already we have AA BB interaction. Now AB interactions are going to develop. So now if you see the interactions here, if you see the interaction in between AA BB, how much is there? That much of interaction should be there in AB. Okay, nothing but AA equal to BB equal to A and B interactions. Mean if you see the interactions between the AA and BB, how much is there? Okay, within the same component, how much is there? After adding also the interaction should be same. That type of solutions called as an ideal solution. So now let us discuss here some characteristic properties of ideal solution. Okay, an ideal solution possesses the following characteristics. What is that meaning here? Means first one is what? Volume change of mixing should be 0. Means what? For example, okay, for example here you are taking the solute, okay, solvent, okay, I am talking here. Okay, then what happened? Solute solvent means going to become solution. Okay, for example, I am adding the 10 ml of solute to the 90 ml of solvent. Okay, so the volume should be what here? If you see, it should be 100 ml only. Okay, there should not be difference, should not be there. Okay, so here, so volume change of mixing should be 0, means the how much amount there should be, that much of only. Okay, the volume should be same, means 10 90 it should be give 100. Okay, if you see in few cases what happened, the solution volume going to decreases, going to be increases, that we will discuss later. Okay, so heat change and mixing should be 0. Means what here delta V mixer means change in volume should be 0. Means volume change should not be there, that is 0. Heat change and mixing should be 0. Means once when solute solvent you are going to add, either it should not gain the energy or should not lose the energy. So delta H should be what? 0. Next, there is no chemical reaction between the solvent and solute. So for example, for example, sodium chloride is there. Sodium chloride, if you add in the water as a solvent, what happened in the sodium chloride? Water is going to dissociate as Na plus and Cl minus. Around this, what happened? Water molecules are going to be hydrated. Nothing but going to arranged by what? It's going to be surrounded by the water molecules. Around a cation and anion. This is called as a hydrated. So what happened in this case? Sodium chloride and the HCl, some reaction is there and solute is going to be dissociate. This is our solute now. Solute, what happens? It's going to dissociate Na plus Cl minus. So this should not be happen in case of what? Ideal gas, ideal solutions, not the gas. So there is no chemical reaction between solvent and solute. Reaction should not be there and the solute molecule should not dissociate in the ideal solution. So between the solute and solvent there should not be any reaction, and solute particles like NaCl, if you add in the water, what happens? It's going to dissociate as Na plus Cl minus. It should not be happen in case of what? Ideal solution. So these are the properties of what? Ideal solution. Now if you see non-ideal solution means what? When a solution does not obey Raoult's law over the entire range of concentration, then it is called non-ideal solution. Means here what happened? Again, solute solvent, if you take, for example, I am adding this 1 ml of solute and solvent, means it is going to act as a ideal solution. But when I increase the solute as a 2 ml and 3 ml, what happens? They are not going to follow the Raoult's law. That type of solution is called as a what? Non-ideal solution. Now, the vapor pressure of such a solution is either, here if you see, the vapor pressure of such a solution is either higher or lower than predicted by Raoult's law. So if you see here, solute solvent you added. So what happened? If you see the vapor pressure of this solution, either may be more than that of the predicted or less than that of the predicted. Means it is not as we expected according to Raoult's law. If it is higher than the solution, if it is higher, the solution exhibits positive deviation, and if it is lower, it exhibits negative deviation from Raoult's law. What is that? Again, I will go for detail here. So let us go for the comparison for this. Don't worry, I will discuss this point again. So here I will go for the comparison. So here we have the ideal solutions and non-ideal solutions. So here I have the comparison. Already you can see in the notes. So we have ideal solutions and non-ideal solutions. Already we discussed the non-ideal solution. Again we have two types of positive deviation from Raoult's law, negative deviation from the what? Raoult's law. Now let us discuss first the ideal solution one by one. Here what we told, obey Raoult's law at every range of concentration. What already discussed. If it is following the Raoult's law at all range of concentration, that type of solution is called as a what? Ideal solutions. Now in case of positive or negative, what happened? They do not obey Raoult's law, both the cases. Positive or negative deviation. That's why we are calling as a what? Non-ideal solutions. Second one, if you see here, delta H mixing is 0. Already we discussed, means neither heat is evolved nor absorbed during dissolution. So what happened? Dissolution means what? When solute added to the solvent, solute particles are going to dissolve. That is called as a dissolution. Already we discussed in case of previous video. So when you add a solute to solvent, what happened? In this case, neither heat is going to evolve nor going to absorb. So delta H, if you see the mixing, 0 in case of ideal solution. But if you see the positive deviation, what happened? Delta H is positive or greater than 0. Means endothermic reaction is taking place when the dissolution is taking place. Means when a solute added to the solvent, what happened? Heat is going to absorb. In case of what? Positive deviation, the solution which were positive deviation showing from the Raoult's law. But now come to negative deviation, what happened? Delta H is less than 0. Means what happened? Delta H is negative, means it's exothermic reaction. Means when solute you are going to add the solvent, heat is going to evolve. In case of this is about negative deviation. Next come to here. Third one, delta V mixing is 0. Already we discussed. Mean total volume of the solution is equal to sum of the volume of the component. Okay. So already we discussed here. So this is a solution. Okay. Components we have two only, solute and solvent. When you add 10 plus 90 means it should be 100 ml only. Okay. For the case of what? Ideal solution. So total volume of the solution is equal to sum of the volume of the components. Okay. But in case of positive deviation from Raoult's law, the solution what happened? Delta V mix is greater than 0. Volume is increased after dissolution. Okay. So what happened in case of positive deviation, for example, 10 ml, 90 ml. I am talking about the positive deviation. So positive deviation what happened? Positive deviation if you see here. Okay. So for example, I am adding the 10 ml of solute. Okay. 90 ml of solvent. So this should be what happened? It should be it's going to be increases, nothing but 110 ml. Okay. That is about positive deviation. In case of negative deviation, what happened? Delta V mix is less than 0. Means volume is decreased during dissolution. Means again here 10 ml, 90 ml mean either here what happened, instead of here getting almost you are getting the how much means around 95 ml. Okay. So 10 ml solute, 90 ml of solvent if you add, this is the one talking about the negative deviation. Okay. Negative deviation what happened when for 10 ml solute, 90 ml of solvent if you add, the volume how much you got? 95 ml means volume is what? Decreased. For positive deviation what happened? Volume is increased, talking about the volume. Okay. So delta V mix is less than 0, volume is decreased during dissolution. Next come to the fourth point. Here if you see the fourth point what we have, the intermolecular forces between AA, nothing but solvent, and BB, solute, are nearly equal to those between the AB solution. Means already we told here. So if you take the here solution, intermolecular attraction forces. So here we have the, for example, this is AA, nothing but solvent molecules. Okay. We have some interaction between them. Okay. Here we have the next solute. I am writing as a word BB. Here also we have the some interactions. Okay. Once you add the solute and solvent together, you are getting the word solution. Okay. So once there will be interaction between the word solute and solvent. These interactions. Okay. I am writing as a, in this case, a solution. Okay. So if you see the interaction between the AA, BB, how much is there? That is equal but A and B. Okay. That's for the case of ideal solutions. Now if you see that in case of positive deviation from Raoult's law solution, okay, AB solution intermolecular forces should be weaker than the AA solvent and BB solute intermolecular forces. So here what happened? Okay, if you see the positive, this is for the case ideal solution. For the case, this is about ideal solution. Now if you see the in case of positive deviation from Raoult's law, positive deviation from Raoult's law, okay, so what happened compared to AA, BB, in case of here intermolecular attraction going to be in case of AB solution, what happened? Intermolecular attraction forces will be less here, less. Okay, it is very important. For positive deviation all are more, but only intermolecular attraction forces are less. Okay. So next to come today, if you take the negative deviation, what happened in case of negative deviation? Okay, here in case of solution, in case of solution AB we have, okay, AB solution. So intermolecular attractions will be one more. Okay, here more. Okay, for negative deviation all are less, but only intermolecular attractions will be more. You have to remember here. Okay, so here if you see AB solution intermolecular, for the case of what attacking the positive deviation, intermolecular forces should be weaker than the AA solvent molecules and BB solute intermolecular forces. But now fourth, if you see in the case of negative deviation, AB solution intermolecular forces should be greater than AA and BB attractive forces. Here I told you for negative deviation all will be less, but intermolecular attraction forces are more. Okay. Now let us see next. Fifth one is what? Here escaping tendency of A and B should be same in pure liquid and in the solution. Means what happened? We are talking about the liquid solution and both are volatile. Okay. Already we discussed Raoult's law. We applied what? Both solute and solvent are volatile. So if you see here, for example, solvent alone, okay, I am talking about the only pure solvent able to escape 10 vapors. Okay, it's able to produce 10 solvent vapors. Here if a solute going to produce alone 5 vapors. Okay. Now after adding also what? A is produced same 10 vapors and B also going to produce same 5 vapors. Means there is a no change. Means after adding together also, the vapor pressure will be same for the case of an ideal solution. Now if you see here, in the case of positive deviation, what is going to happen? A and B, nothing but here A and B escape easily, showing higher vapor pressure than the expected value. Here important, why we are calling as a positive deviation means, I am talking the positive deviation, okay. A solvent, for example, going to produce 10 vapors alone. Solute here going to produce 5 vapors. After adding, what happened? If you go for this one, vapor pressure will be more. Okay, why? Because means here A and B does not have proper interaction. So it's going to, for example, 10 plus 5 vapors, 15. It should be 15 vapors. But here instead of, you are going to get the 20 vapors. Okay, means what happened? Once the vapor is going to increase, what happened? Vapor pressure going to be increases. So that is called as what? Positive deviation. Mean vapor pressure will be more for the solution than the individual solute and solvent. Okay, for the case of what? Positive deviation. Now come to negative deviation. What happened? Here we have 10 when 5 vapors. Okay, so total should be 15. But in this case, what happened here? You are going to get the only around 12 vapors for the negative deviation. What happened here? So number of vapors are going to decreases after adding the what? For solute solvent together. So that's why it's calling as a what? Negative deviation from the Raoult's law. So here vapor pressure going to be increases, but negative deviation, what happens? Vapor pressure going to be decreases. Okay. Now let us see the fifth point. In case of positive deviation, A and B escape easily, showing higher vapor pressure than the expected values. So after adding together, they are going to escape easily. So vapor pressure going to increases. Don't worry, we have the examples also for this. Next, if you see the negative deviation from the Raoult's law, if you see the next, what is the fifth point? Escaping tendency of both the components A and B is lowered, showing the lower vapor pressure than the expected values. Okay. So here low vapor pressure going to be decreases after adding the solute solvent together. Okay. So let us see the examples for the each case. Now if you see the ideal solution examples, here we have the N-hexane and heptane mixture. Okay. This is structure of N-hexane and heptane. Why I wrote means in organic chemistry we have to draw the structure. For the sake of information only I wrote here. So N-hexane and heptane, example for the ideal solution. Next, bromoethane, chloroethane. This is structure of bromoethane and chloroethane. Okay. Next, third, if you see the other examples what we have for ideal solutions. Okay. Next we have benzene and toluene. Okay. These are the examples for the one ideal solutions. Now let us see the examples for the positive deviation from non-ideal solution in the positive deviation from Raoult's law. Okay. First example what we have, ethanol and acetone. Okay, if you see the ethanol acetone, what happened? Vapor pressure has to be increases after adding together. Let us see how means mixture. Okay, in pure ethanol molecules are hydrogen bonded, as you know very well, ethanol having the hydrogen bonding in between them. Okay, on adding acetone, its molecules gets in between the host molecule and break some of the hydrogen bond between them. Okay, due to this reason, what happened here? Okay, due to this weakening of interaction, the solution shows positive deviation from Raoult's law. So what is the meaning of this one? Let us see. Let us see here. Okay, I have the pure ethanol here. Okay, ethanol C2H5 is there. Okay, in itself we have the hydrogen bonding in this. Hydrogen bonding is there. Okay, hydrogen bonding. Okay, let us see how it will be there. For example, I am taking the another ethanol molecule. So what happened? We have the partial negative, partial positive charge. Here partial negative, partial positive charge. Already we discussed in case of what? Chemical bonding. So this positive going to interaction with the what? Negative with the, okay, this is a hydrogen bonding. Okay, hydrogen bonding means the solution itself in total we have the in the pure ethanol we have this type of hydrogen bonding with all molecule. When to add the acetone, okay, when I add the acetone here, acetone, this is the formula of acetone, CH3, C double bond O, CH3. Okay, okay, so what happened? This is going to and break this hydrogen bonding. Okay, so once it's going to break the hydrogen bonding, what happens? It's going to become free. So it's going to become free means it's going to escape easily. Okay, why? Because once interaction is there means it's difficult to escape from the what with the intermolecular attraction forces. But when you add the acetone, what happens? It's going to break the hydrogen bonding between the molecules. So what happens? You know, it's become easy and going to evaporate. So because of that reason, so once going to escape means it's going to become vapor. So going to increase the what? Vapor pressure. So because of that reason, vapor pressure is more for the case of our positive deviation from Raoult's law. Second one, if you see the here carbon disulfide acetone, okay, mixture. If you see the both the mixture, the dipolar interaction between the solute solvent molecules are weaker than the respective interaction among the solute solute and solvent solvent molecules. Hence, solution showing the positive deviation. What is the meaning of here means? For example, again here I am taking the carbon dioxide sulfate, okay, solution carbon disulfide, okay. For this you are going to add the what here, what is what we have here, acetone. Again you are going to add the acetone. So what happened here, carbon dioxide itself have interactions, okay, acetone itself have interaction, but when you add together what happened, the interaction are going to be decreases. So interactions decreases means it's going to become free, carbon dioxide also, acetone also, some interactions are very less. So because of that reason, they are going to escape easily. So once going to escape easily means vapor pressure going to be increases. Okay, these reasons you have to remember as such. Okay, next let us see the examples for the negative deviation from the Raoult's law. So what we have, first example what we have, phenol and aniline mixture. Okay, now in this case what happened here, if you see phenol and aniline, already we have the hydrogen bonding between them. Okay, so negative deviation, the intermolecular hydrogen bonding between phenolic proton and lone pair on nitrogen atom of aniline is stronger than the respective intermolecular hydrogen bonding between similar molecules. What is the meaning of that one means? Here if you see, in one beaker I am taking the phenol, okay, phenol, this is structure of phenol, okay, means in total one beaker I have the phenol, okay. This is my total molecule, this is a phenol, this is called as a phenol. In that we have the, so right there so many molecules are there. So let us show the hydrogen bonding. This is a partial positive negative, it's a partial negative and this is a partial positive, okay. Oxygen should have negative, so there is a hydrogen bonding between these two, okay. Now if you see the aniline, what happens, structure of aniline means, okay, here we have the, this is the structure of aniline, NH2, and this is another molecule I am taking for the sake of understanding hydrogen bonding only, okay. So hydrogen bonding, if you see here, and hydrogen partial positive is negative, this is a negative, this is a partial positive, okay. So again now there is a hydrogen bonding between these two, okay. When you add these two together, okay, now this is my what, aniline, this is called as what, aniline. Now when adding together what happened, there is a definitely hydrogen bonding. So here also there is a developing hydrogen bonding between the what, aniline and phenol. So this is a partial negative, partial positive, this is a partial negative, partial positive. Now there is a new hydrogen bonding going to develop, okay. This hydrogen bonding is stronger than the, we have that within the same molecule. This is a phenol we have hydrogen bonding, and in aniline is a having the hydrogen bonding. When you add together what happened, the hydrogen bonding is more compared to individual one. So because of this one what happened, because of strong hydrogen bonding, escaping tendency of molecule going to be decreases, and because of that what happened, vapors are going to decreases, and because of that reason vapor pressure is going to be decreases in case of a solution showing from the negative deviation from the Raoult's law, okay. So let us see the another example, chloroform and acetone mixture, okay. So if you see here again, chloroform molecule is able to form hydrogen bond with the acetone molecules. So here we have the chloroform, okay, this is acetone. So what happened, this chloroform, this is the structure of chloroform, CH molecule and acetone, now it's going to form the hydrogen bond. So before, see, if you see individually there is no hydrogen bonding here, no hydrogen bonding here, but after adding together what happened, hydrogen bonding is going to be increases. So because of this reason what happened, the tendency of escaping molecule is going to decreases, vapor pressure is going to decreases. So that's why it's calling as a negative deviation, okay. Chloroform molecule is able to form hydrogen bond with the acetone molecules, that thus decrease in escaping tendency of molecule for each component, and consequently the vapor pressure decreases, resulting in negative deviation from Raoult's law. So why we are giving the positive negative deviation means, the vapor pressure is here, in case of positive deviation what happened, the vapor pressure is we are getting the value more than the expected, okay. In case of negative what happened, it is going to be get less than that of the expected, that's why it's calling as a negative, this is called as a positive deviation, okay. Let us see now graphical representation. Here you no need to worry much about here. If you see here, if you take the we took the two components, okay. This is a component 1 having the mole fraction 1, nothing but pure 1, okay. If mole fraction equal to 1 means, you have the 1 means nothing but this is pure 1. In this case vapor pressure of component A is what, P0 A, pure 1. Next here what, xp equal to 1, xy equal to 0, means here we have the B component pure 1. For this case partial pressure, pure pressure how much we have, PB naught. Okay, now what happened, you are going to add solute and solvent together. What happened, there is a partial pressure going to be developed. Okay, in the mixture we will call as a partial pressure. So partial pressure of B means what, pure pressure into that is mole fraction. This is a mole fraction. Okay, next partial pressure of A means what, pure component pressure into mole fraction. Now if you see, the total pressure should be like this value. Okay, now if you see here, in case of positive deviation, what happen, if the solution is ideal, okay, means ideal is means total pressure has to come this value. But what happened, we are getting the more than, here if you see this red one, we are getting the more than that of expected one. Okay, now if you see the partial pressure also, if it is ideal mean you have to get like this, but again you are getting the more, here you can see the red one, it's more than the expected. Now in this case also, if it is ideal you have to get the line like this, but you are getting the more, okay, more than that of the expected. That's what's calling as what, positive deviation from the Raoult's law. Next again if you see, now next negative deviation, what happened here, this is the ideal one. Okay, if it is ideal one means you have to get the total pressure like this, but here if you see here, you are getting the less than. Okay, you can see here the value going to be decreases. So this is the actual, you are getting the less than the expected one. Okay, here also partial pressure, if you see, if it is ideal you have to get like this, but it is going to be less. Okay, it's going to be decreases. For this also you are going to get the less value. So that's why it's calling as about negative deviation from the Raoult's law. Okay.